A look over Mexico City, site of a Week 13 matchup between the Los Angeles Lycans and the Mexico City Aztecs. As we get into Estadio Azteca, it is the Simulation Football League on YouTube. Chris Curtis along with Jack Brown as we get stadium side for this matchup that has Mexico City possibly looking, Jack, at a playoff spot should they be able to take down the Lycans.
Yes, Chris. Mexico City looking to clinch another playoff spot, keep up their playoff streak going here, and also looking to keep pace in the South Division. The Lone Star Glory play later today. If they both win, that sets up a South Division championship game next week, Chris. However, don't count out these Lycans. These Lycans take teams to the bitter end of any given game. I mean, just last week, Chris, they lost to Vancouver by 1. These guys are no easy task.
They're definitely not an easy out and haven't been really all season long. Their 3-7 record, not indicative of how good this team actually is. That said, the Aztecs on the other side, sitting at 6-4, have a chance, like you said, to set up a winner-take-all South Division matchup a week from today. However, their main focus right now is getting into the playoff tournament at the end of that regular season. We're just about set for football here at Estadio Azteca, as it'll be Matt Wilson versus Sully Richardson, the two quarterbacks going at each other in this matchup. Your kickoff for Mexico City is next. And we are ready to go. It will be the Aztecs getting the football first as we get this game underway. Jeffrey Daggs back deep for the return. And we are set for football. Ball's on the tee. Rob Ems with his hand in the air. And football is a go on this Sunday afternoon. We are underway. Daggs back deep, and he will grab it just about at the goal line. Bring it out to the 15 to the 20. Through the middle, tries to spin. He'll get taken down at about the 27-yard line. And that is where the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson will come into play. He's going to be flanked by Phoenix Jones and Ray Bentley, your halfback fullback combo, and then wide receivers Jason Bartley and Nick Lockett, as well as Jacob McCall, TT Crystal, and Orain Darby. That is along with tight ends Bill Henry and Mike Daggs. So plenty of weapons on the offensive side of the ball for Mexico City. Wilson's in the gun on first down. As the football, quick drop back. Looks, throws on a cross and should have been intercepted. Did not bring it in. That was very close, and a misguided throw from Wilson on first down.
Yeah, that's very unlike how Matt Wilson's been so far this year. Currently third in the league in terms of passing yards, but that one was just a little bit too underthrown, and Ryan Yosef got the hands up. If his hands didn't hit the ground, that certainly would have been a pick.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that it wasn't a pick at that angle. Offset I formation, tight offensive set for Mexico City. They like to run in this formation. And they will. Phoenix Jones will get his first carry of the game, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, a little behind it. He's taken down fairly simply, as that will be a 3rd and 11 coming up. Buddy Blaze.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad thing at all. Just try and get the yards that you can. Maybe set up something better on 3rd down. Unfortunately for them, though, they are now pinned back deeper than they were.
And now it is going to be a 5-wide set. Wilson throws McCall's way. That's caught. And towards the sideline he goes. 1st and 10. And that is going to get Bartley's way, I should say. Mexico City moving the ball left to right on your screen. And they have a first down.
Yeah, I was surprised that LA's defense left Bartley just with all that space around him. You know, kudos to him on running a perfect and crisp route and for giving Matt Wilson the easiest job in the world.
Under center with 2 in the backfield. Looking to throw it. That is going to be Lockett, his first catch of the game, as that will be a 2nd and 5 coming up after a 5-yard pass. You'll see it'll be Jason Bartley at the top of the formation going left to right. He'll be the number 1 receiver, and then it'll be Jacob McCall at the bottom of the formation in that same spot in typical formations. This will be a tight offensive set, though. They've already run out of this formation once today, maybe trying to make it a more manageable 3rd down. This will be through the middle, and Phoenix Jones has them a first down as he burrows his way through the middle of the formation.
The Mexico City offensive line created the perfect hole for Phoenix Jones to run right through. Again, it was sort of a play that like they had earlier in the drive where they were just looking to get a few more yards, set up an easier third down, but they didn't need it. Phoenix Jones got him the first.
Under center is Wilson. Behind him is Jones. Throwing is Wilson over the middle, and he found a seam in between two defenders. That is a first down and more inside the red zone for the first time today as he finds Nick Lockett for the second time.
Another great deep throw. It's these sorts of throws, Chris, is why Matt Wilson's so high up on the passing leaderboard this year, especially in yards, because teams are just giving him those chunk plays.
3 at the bottom, 1 at the top of the formation. 5 in the box defensively, everyone else in coverage. They'll send 4. Throws, right corner of the end zone, and a little bit overthrown as he was looking for McCall. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and all that goes credit to the defensive back there, just stuffing up Jacob McCall. McCall was actually almost double covered. I'm kind of surprised that Matt Wilson threw it even into that area, considering, how much more there is available to him.
He tried it there. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to go back to him at some point. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom of the formation. Looks like LA's trying to press him. Looking to throw over the middle. That one's caught to the 10, the 5, and a touchdown for Mexico City. On the first drive of the game, don't look now, but it's immediately going to be Ray Bentley, the fullback, with the first touchdown reception of the ball game.
Ray Bentley, the Hall of Famer. Ever since the switch to fullback, he's been a little bit on the less productive side, but he can still show you those Hall of Fame caliber plays. And that right there, he's running a route like a wide receiver, and he got it in for the touchdown. In Mexico City, what a way to make a statement at home in a game where you're looking to clinch a spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, perfectly done from Ray Bentley and also Matt Wilson. Great recognition over the middle as he found a seam between 4 defenders. It is Cole Varner coming in to add the extra tally. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through with 0 pomp and circumstance. It's a 7-0 lead for Mexico City as they get the first strike on the board on the first drive of the game. Good work from the offense as they make it work on an 8-play, 74-yard drive.
Yeah, Curtis, there's no other way to put it. That was just a quintessentially high-quality offensive drive. What a great way to start for Mexico City.
LZ Pryor back deep on the return. Varner puts it in the air, and we're underway again. Caught just behind the goal line, and here comes LZ Pryor. To the right. Tries to break a tackle. Not going to happen. He'll get taken down at the 22-yard line. And out comes the LA offense. Sully Richardson, flanked by Robert Johnson and Tommy Rahman, your halfback-fullback combo. And wide receivers Terrence Wary, Davius Reed, LZ Pryor, and Chris Lee, along with the tight end Jack Flash, who you'll see gets involved in more in some games than in others. Had 2 catches in the loss against Vancouver for only 11 yards. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top of your formation for LA. Goes to the right. That one is going to be caught. Not much to it. A quick 3-yard grab. They're going to say 4. 2nd and 6 coming up as LA has their first catch of the game. It's Chris Lee. So LA going to be running Chris Lee out at the top of those formations, going right to left. Typically he's actually usually the number 1 receiver, so he's at the top left to right, and then there's the second catch down in the formation, and I believe that is also Chris Lee. It is indeed in his normal spot, and it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up for LA.
Yeah, that was a good catch, and more importantly for Chris Lee, that was a great turn up and just keeping the ball in bounds, running down the sideline, picking up the first down before he gets hit out.
So good work from Lee. Typically formation left is where he'll be, and Davius Reed formation right is where he'll be, the number 1 and number 2 respectively on the wide receiver chart for LA. This will be a quick throw left side and a quick tackle after a 1-yard gain. Not much happening there, but it is indeed at least a gain for LA.
Yeah, gain to gain keeps the offense at least going forward, and that's most of what you can ask for.
Just to catch you guys up, Mexico City can clinch a playoff spot with a win. They cannot clinch the division, though. Lone Star plays later, and those two seem to be on a collision course for a winner-take-all matchup. Over the right side. That one is incomplete, and that was nearly picked off by the Mexico City secondary. Man, Menefield nearly brought that one in.
Yeah, Menefield knew what that play was going to be. It was Sully Richardson trying to catch the receiver on the deep route, basically a laser to him, and then hopefully run it in for a touchdown. It was a good play and kept things on it, kept LA honest.
5 wide. Richardson in the gun. 8 in coverage for Mexico City. Thrown short. That is going to be an attempt to get to the first down marker. Didn't quite get where they needed it to go. LZ Pryor grabs it and is short of the first down marker. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, that was a good little catch there by LC Pryor. Just not enough though to cross the line to gain for a first down. And so for LA, they're going to punt it away here.
Not quite. Offense is on the field currently. I formation. See if they actually snap this as 4th and 2. Just shy of midfield at the 47-yard line. Play clock coming all the way down, and they will indeed call the timeout as they try to get Mexico City to jump offside. Didn't work. Now we'll see Sid Olindi come in for the punt.
That was a very interesting little maneuver, especially considering the fact that, you know, if they're on the road and this is the first drive of the game, and they're already down by 7, the crowd's already at their most hyped. You know, they weren't going to get the home team to jump off, but still, I think it probably would honestly have been better if they snapped it. You know, there's not really much to lose in this situation. So, you know, they could have been a little bit more risky.
No, punt coming regardless as Sid Olindi's back at his own about 30 to get this ball kicked away. Takes it from the 31 and nearly got that punt blocked. And returnable from about the 15 by Daggs. He'll get all the way about to the 17 and no further than that. So back onto the field comes the Mexico City offense as we see them for the second time. An 8-play, 74-yard drive is what we had from them on the last time they were on the field. See if they can duplicate that. As the southpaw Matt Wilson gets revved up to go in the gun on first down. 7 in the box defensively for LA. Wilson throws left side, caught. A little bit past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Quick and dirty to Jason Bartley to get themselves a short gain.
Yeah, Bartley caught it, basically caught it right as he was looking at the quarterback. Not much he really could have expected beyond that, though. Defender was barreling in.
6 yards on that. Tight offensive set again for Mexico City. 7 in the box defensively. And it'll be a fullback run for Ray Bentley, and he'll get himself forward a couple yards. Ends up getting 1 is what they'll say. To 3rd and 3 we go. Early 7-0 lead for Mexico City, and here they come on 3rd down. 4 wide. Quick throw over the top, tipped and incomplete. That's not going to work. And a quick 3 and out from the Mexico City offense. Great defense played there as well to knock that ball away.
Yeah, that's one of those plays from Michelle Colson that you see a lot in training camp, just going one-on-one with the receiver. It's just you, the receiver, and the ball. And she won that exchange handily. Was kind of surprised that wasn't picked off considering how many tip drill interceptions we've seen this year in the SFL.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Very good work by Colston. And it sets up a Mexico City punt that will get the ball to LZ Pryor back deep for the return. Punt. Plenty of time for the punter to get it away. And this will be returnable from the 39. Not much to that one. Return to the 40 and knocked down is Pryor. And back onto the field comes the LA offense. But a win defensively for LA on that drive as it sets up a new drive and a chance to tie this football game up.
Yeah, for LA, this game is still very much in play. Still plenty of time, and you're only down by 7, and you just got to stop.
Chance now for LA to do something here. They've got 4 wide, and under center is Richardson. Over the middle, that ball caught. An 9-yard reception, make it 2nd and 1. And good work there from the tight end, Jack Flash, to bring that one in.
Yeah, as you said earlier, Curtis, Jack Flash, he's kind of like all over the place whether or not he's going to get involved or not. And on a play like that, that's the sort of thing that you want to see a tight end getting involved in no matter what.
Single back for Richardson. On second down, throws a short ball just past the sticks for the first down. That is LZ Pryor. No, that is not LZ Pryor. That is going to be one of the backups that brings that one in. Good work. And it'll be a 1st and 10.
Keeps the chains moving. That's about all you can really ask for.
Offset eye again. Have yet to see much of Robert Johnson in this football game. Maybe we see him here. We do. He's going to try to run the outside. Gets the edge, but doesn't keep it. And he'll be taken down by the linebacker after only a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, Anderson clamped down on the play. First time they've seen the run. And great response from Mexico City. A lot of times they aren't really ready for it. You know, they're playing back. They're playing for the pass. That time they're able to clamp down on it.
Outside linebacker Matt Anderson on that stop, as you mentioned. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. No pressure inside, and he's taken down. That is Sully Richardson's first time he's been sacked today, and Mexico City makes the stop necessary there to make a long 3rd down.
Yeah, on those quick stand-up plays as a quarterback, you better know exactly where you're throwing to right off the bat, or otherwise you're just going to go right down. And it seems that Sully Richardson took just that half-second too long, and LA lost the few yards they gained.
And Tritz on the stop there. Richardson to throw on 3rd down, and he's got a first just past the sticks. Another new set of downs for the LA Lycans as Terrence Wary has his first grab of the ball game.
And that one was actually a pretty perfect throw to Terrence Wary. Wary was just across the yellow stripe. It was almost like Sully Richardson saw the yellow line and knew exactly where to throw it.
Single back again. You got 7 in the box defensively for Mexico City. Richardson to throw over the top, right side. That one's picked off. You saw that one coming. Returnable to the 23-yard line, to the 24. They'll say the 23. Either way, Mexico City gets the ball back after forcing a turnover from Sully Richardson in a one-on-one.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 sort of play, Curtis, on those deep balls where it's just a receiver and a defensive back. However, that time, it was very comprehensively won by the defensive back, much like the last time. However, unlike last time where it was a pick, this one is going to be coming right back the other way, and Mexico City gets back on the ball.
Jermaine Menifield's had a couple of nice plays so far in this game, including that interception. He had a pat down earlier as well. Ready to go for a 1st and 10 for Mexico City, who has the ball back with decent field position. Throwing over the middle. That one's caught. Good work to Jason Bartley on the left-hand side. It'll be 1st and 10, just shy of the 40-yard line.
Yep, crossing that field there, and Matt Wilson able to put the ball right where it needs to be. You know, he's one of the legendary players in this league for a reason. He keeps on showing it, even on the little plays.
Finds the hole just between the corner and the safety to bring that one in. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs. The 2 in the backfield. That's Jones and Bentley back there. 2 to the left, 1 to the right as far as receivers, and 4 on the line. Looking to throw it. Wilson has time. That one is tipped and incomplete. Very good defensive play there to knock that one down, as it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just batted the ball away. Looked to be a little bit too ambitious there for Matt Wilson on the throw to the receiver. And Los Angeles was able to just bat it away, and so it's 2nd down.
Mike Scott on the pat down there to take the ball away from Bartley. 2nd and 10. Wilson's in the gun by himself. 7 in the box defensively for LA. Most back off, thrown over the middle. That one is tipped and caught. Wait, yeah, that's caught. Wow, a deflection and then a catch. And I believe that ended up in Jason Bartley's hands, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see.
No, Chris, I don't know how to tell you this, but that was picked off.
Oh, that didn't even see the text come up. Wow, okay.
It was very brief. But
yeah,
Rachel Colston got that ball after that little melee.
Okay, fair enough. So Rachel Colston brings in an interception and turns the ball over for LA. Now they have good field position going back the other way.
Yeah.
All right, well, fair enough. Now it is going to be Sully Richardson's turn to bring the offense out. 7-0 lead for Mexico City. They'll try to tie it, and an immediate run from Robert Johnson is stuffed with a 1-yard loss.
Just try to run up the middle, but Mexico City's defensive line was just right on top of it.
Good work from Mexico City's defense there to stop the run on first down. Big second down here. Johnson again going to try to bump it to the outside, and you'll get that yard back, but no further than that. Make it 3rd and 10. Crowd getting loud here in Estadio Azteca. It makes things very difficult on an opposing team's offense, as they can't really get their cues under wraps. They have to go to a silent count if they get loud enough. And now we have a long 3rd down, and the crowd's cooking more than they have all day. 5 wide. Sully has the football. Drops it back. Thrown. Deep right side. That one's going to be caught towards the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 30. And a great ball for... that's a great ball and a throw and catch. This one for Davius Reed on the right side.
Well, if there's any way that you could get the crowd here at Estadio Azteca to quiet down a little bit, that is certainly a way of going about it. A huge play to Davius Reed as he goes up, reaches up, and grabs it from the sky.
He actually jumped in front of Jermaine Menefield there, who was looking for a second interception of the day. Didn't get it. This will be Johnson on first down. Gets a yard, make it 2nd and 9, but thoroughly in field goal range are the Lycans to at least get some points on the board should things continue like this.
Yeah, at this point, you're just looking to not lose yardage as the first quarter is winding down. This is very much within your kicker's range.
Under center. Richardson backs it up. Thrown short. Quick little cross. Not much to it. Make it a 3rd and 8 coming up. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on their virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Aztecs lead at the end of the first frame at the 7-0 advantage over the LA Lycans in Mexico City. And a quick moving first quarter gives way to the second frame. They change sides, now moving left to right are the Lycans. Outside the red zone for the moment at the 26. Richardson throws in a quick ball that will find the ground. Nothing doing there, and Dags comes up to make the play to force 4th down. Richardson and company will have to give way to the field goal unit as they try to get some points.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad throw in theory. Unfortunately, in practice, though, Jeffrey Dags had just clamped down too hard on the play, and now for LA, they will most likely get points on the board. It's just 3 instead of 6 or 7.
Rob Ems getting set up for the kick. It's a 43-yarder from this spot. Middle of the hash marks. Snap is high, handled well. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through from Ems. That'll work. So that'll get him on the board. 7-3 as Mexico City. Mexico City still has a 4-point advantage.
Yeah, good job from the Mexico City defense to not let up just an easy score or touchdown. However, back on offense, they need to make sure not to turn the ball over, not be so willing to give it away as this game continues on.
Ems ready to go with the ball on the tee. We'll get this underway again. Jeffrey Dags back deep on the return. Definitely not one you want to get in the habit of kicking to. You can break one just about at any time. Kick is up and on the way. Dags with the ball just shy of the goal line. Brings it to about the 23. He attempts a spin, and he's going to get taken down forward. Progress does put him at the 23-yard line. And here we go. Right to left, the Aztecs go as Wilson will come back out onto the field. His first drive netted a touchdown for the Aztecs. And past that, not much doing for the Mexico City offense. I formation for him. So like a tight offensive set. Maybe end up going to the Bentley or Jones here. It will be Jones through the middle, and he's lit up after an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 coming up, but Jones will be none the worse for wear as he gets up and gets right back into formation. Second and short for Mexico City. LA lines up opposite them. Another tight offensive set, this time with split backs. Wilson with the football. Handoff right side. First down and more. Gets it just shy of the 40-yard line. Another run for Phoenix Jones, and that's him a first down.
Another run and another truck from Phoenix Jones. He was able to find the hole. And then once he got to that second level, the defense just put down the shoulder. And there we go, laying down the smack. What a great little truck there.
Jack Hacksaw getting up and collecting his chiclets just about. First and 10 for Mexico City. Handoff, left side of the split backs formation, and that'll be a nice run through the middle. 2nd and 3 coming up there as Ray Bentley gets the carry on that. Esports TV has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years. ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live linear and AVOD esports channel, available everywhere through your smart TV, on your phone, through Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. Visit estv.co to learn more about its programming and to find all the ways you can catch the SFL action on the network. ESTV, the 24/7 leader in esports. That's through the middle and shy of the first down marker. Phoenix Jones, 3 carries on this drive. This time a little bit short of the first down, but they have a 3rd and short coming. See what they can do on this 3rd down. Split backs, another tight set. Man, I'm going to Bentley here on a short run, Jack. That's through the middle. That is a first down. And indeed they do go to Ray Bentley to get the new set of downs as they move it into LA territory.
No, I think that was actually to Phoenix Jones there, Curtis. Just a simple handoff. Those plays, you're basically told to fall forward. And, well, Phoenix Jones, he fell forward and he got about 6 or 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, only needed a couple, so they definitely get the first down out of it. 5 wide for Wilson. Has the football, looks to throw it, throws left side towards the sideline, trying to turn up field, and not able to do so is going to be Bartley. He's short of the first down, but a 2nd and short coming. Good work by Bartley so far in this game, but a pretty consistent receiver for Mexico City all season long. 3 in the backfield. Handoff, Jones, first down. Going to creep his way through the middle of the formation into the 2nd level. First down and more, out to about the 30-yard line. Or no, it's Ray Bentley, actually. Ray Bentley, the back. Crazy, or no, it is Jones. Must have been talking about the block. That's fine. Either way, good work from Jones.
Yeah, still good job there for Phoenix Jones to find the pathway to the first down. He's been a great back on these short yard situations today.
I formation, tight offensive set. Once more. Mexico City driving. Another run through the middle, and that's going to be just past the line of scrimmage. Another 2nd down coming as Jones gets another carry. Stinson comes up to make that stop. They are in field goal range for Cole Varner, so they can restore their touchdown lead if they get to that point. Through the middle. That's going to be another run for Phoenix Jones. He is shy of the first down marker. How good is the Mexico City rushing attack that they run from the same formation 90% of the time, and they're still able to get good positive yards from it most of the time?
Yeah, I mean, the Mexico City rushing attack is a top 10 unit in this league, currently ranked 8th, and, you know, sometimes they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, that is the definition of how Mexico City runs their rushing attack. You know, sure, they run out of the same formation most of the time, but hey, it works. Can you really complain?
They do like that tight offensive set. They're in it here on a 3rd and inches. They will go to Ray Bentley. He's got a first down as he gets the required yardage to get them into the red zone and a new set of chains as well, as it'll be 1st and 10. Great work from Mexico City. Very good drive as they are working on a at this point, 10-play drive. This will be Wilson. Play action left side towards the sideline. It is caught by Bartley, shy of the first down, but getting closer. It'll be 2nd and 2. Drive started from their own 23. It's been 11 plays and 66 yards for Mexico City on this one. Under center, split backs. And off through the middle to the 5, to the 3. He's taken down at the 4 is what they'll say. Jones with another carry, and the rushing attack has been the MVP of this drive.
Yeah, Phoenix Jones keeping the ball moving down, and now for Mexico City down at the 4. I'd say it calls for another handoff to Phoenix Jones, possibly to get into the end zone.
They may also try Ray Bentley here. That's entirely possible. I formation for him. Through the middle, it is Jones. Into the end zone. He is going to score, and Mexico City puts themselves in a 2-score up position.
Yeah, and just to imagine a few minutes ago, we were talking about them possibly just taking the field goal and, taking what they can on this drive. They just waltz right down, primarily with the back of Phoenix Jones. And now they're looking to be up by 11 points about midway through this second quarter.
Mike Dagg's message received, by the way, as this will be an 11-point lead pending the extra point. Cole Varner ready to go. That's good. Hold good. Kick up and on the way. It is up and it is through. That was nearly blocked. But indeed, they do get the point to make it an 11-point advantage. So LA in a bit of a tight spot here. Down 11 points and not looking to give up any more points to Mexico City at the moment, but they got to score themselves.
Yeah, for LA, they got to get the ball into the end zone this drive. It's not really must score. It's more like it's kind of like in school where your teacher's like, it's not mandatory, but you really should do it. It's kind of like that situation.
Ball received by LZ Pryor just past the goal line and get to about the 25-yard line. And that is where he is stopped. So out back comes Sully Richardson as they get the offense back out going. We will see if they can return fire here and not give the Aztecs any more ground. It's been a struggle so far on offense as far as getting into the end zone. Split backs. Richardson to throw it. Throws short. That one is caught. Not much to it. 3-yard gain. Make it 2nd and 7 on the other side of that play. Davius Reed on that grab. Moving left to right on your screen. 3 in the backfield. Richardson is under center. Defensive line moves right to left. Hand off. Johnson tries to get through to the second level and does, but he's hit immediately. And a 3rd and 2 coming up here after a decent gain. Third and short coming. Mexico City trying to stand up. Crowd has remained loud all day long. Trying to will their team to a stop. Looking to throw it. Richardson high over the top. Tipped and caught. No way. 30, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown, Davius Reed. An unreal play. Nets the Lycans 6 points on a Plinko ball to Davius Reed.
My jaw is on the floor right now, Chris. Davius Reed plucking a tip ball from the sky. Just reaching back and grabbing it. That has to be among the top 10, top 5, top 3-1 plays of the week.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is happening around the league right now, what could be coming up in the later games, but that has to be among the top plays of the week.
An unreal effort. Great concentration from Davius Reed as well to stop his route and realize that ball is going to slow down after it was touched by Jermaine Menefield. And a perfectly executed focus play from Davius Reed to grab it and run. Kick up and on the way from Ems. It is up and it is through. And it is a 14-10 ball game after that little tour de force. And we are back to a one-possession lead.
Yeah, for Mexico City, I'm sure the offense right now is kind of just sighing and just like, well,
what do
looks
you
like
do
we're
with
right
that?
back to square one almost.
Yeah, what do you do with that? You really can't do anything other than what you've already been doing. Mexico City really can't change their game plan. That's not a ball you typically see. Returnable from Jeffrey Daggs at the 10, 15, 20, left at the 15 to the 20. Moving forward, he'll get to the 25, and no further than that. If you checked out video content produced by our community lately, catch us in pod every week, SFL Crunch Time and Road to Glory every Wednesday night. SFL Nights with AJ Stryker premieres Thursdays. Say It With Your Chest and airs Fridays, and Netma, which is written only, can be seen all week long at simulationfl.net. Every week, the live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listing. Just look for the events tab. In the gun is Wilson, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Wilson throws deep right side. That one's caught. A quick strike and couldn't get away. But that's very good work. Jacob McCall on the grab, his first catch in a while. Nets him a first down.
That almost could have had a counteracting effect, but for Jacob McCall, great job to get that separation. You know, had he caught that in stride, it probably would have gone in for 6, but still, I don't think any offense is going to be complaining about a nice chunk play to flip the field.
Nice work. That'll get him into LA territory on one play. 4 wide for Wilson. Last drive was exclusively runs that got him a touchdown. This one looks like Wilson wants to air it out. 5-step drop, looks to throw over the middle and caught in midair on the catch, but still able to keep his focus. That's a crazy good focus play from Crystal, as that'll be a second down coming.
2nd and 6 from 44 yards.
Wilson over the century mark in yards, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Play action, looks to throw. Left side, that one is caught just past the sticks. First down as Bartley brings it in, and they're just on the precipice of field goal range here.
Surprised Bartley was able to get the feet down and keep it in bounds, but that is the markings of a good SFL wide receiver. You know, does what you need to do, especially on those out routes, and keeps the ball moving. Mexico City looking to extend the lead.
Trying to get it back to a 2-possession score line if they can. 2 in the backfield for Wilson. A couple of nice drives in a row for the Aztecs. Looking to throw it. Throws over the top. That one somehow got caught in 3-man coverage. Jacob McCall brings it in. There's some laundry on the field. We'll see where that is. And they're going to call a late hit on the offense there. I think that was probably on time in my book, but they're going to get Joseph for the hit, and that'll put him closer to the goal line.
Yeah, I think that was warranted. It looked like it was just a few seconds too late, and as we all know, Chris, these referees here in the SFL, they do not tolerate any sort of funny business after the whistle is blown.
Yeah, R62 is definitely a pacifist when it comes to that kind of thing. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson has a chance here in the red zone from his own 12. Number 12 from his own 12 gets it down to about the 4-yard line. And that is a 2nd and 1 coming up on the other side of that.
Much to our chagrin, there isn't a number 4 on this Mexico City Aztecs.
And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left to the halftime as we have a 14-10 lead for Mexico City, but they are knocking on the door. Lorraine Darby was the man on that catch before the 2-minute warning, and it creates a 2nd and 1 scenario. Tight offensive set. They like to run it when they're down here. LA knows that, and they're bunched up on the line. Handoff through the middle, and it doesn't matter. They get in regardless. That is a touchdown from Mexico City again to get them to a 2-possession lead. Phoenix Jones.
Phoenix Jones, the absolute master of the short yardage situation, pushing it through, getting the points. And now Mexico City looking to regain a 11-point lead. However, if there's anything we've learned from LA, those leads can be fickle.
They can be cardiac kids at times, no doubt about that. As Phoenix Jones scampers for the 2nd time today. And as Cole Varner comes in to try to add on the extra tally. Trying to make it a 21-10 lead and put LA right back to where they were. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. So a 21-10 lead is how it ends up as Mexico City scores on 2 straight drives. This one, one that's more pass-heavy than run-heavy, and it's good work from them. It caps off a 6-play, 64-yard drive from number 12 and company. Back deep is LZ Pryor, ready to receive this kick once more. And he'll be ready to go. Receives it at about the 2. The 15 to the 20. Tries to break a tackle, gets taken down at about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for LA, moving left to right on your screen. LA does get the ball back, Jack, coming out of halftime. So that'll be something to look forward to if indeed they are, able to score here. Maybe they can end up with the lead if they score twice in a row.
Yeah, most likely for LA right now, though, they should just be aiming to score. Whether or not it's a field goal or a touchdown, it shouldn't be too picky, but let's see what they do.
Uh-oh, that's over the middle. Tipped and nearly intercepted. That you almost had a thought that would plinko all the way to Jack Flash about 5 yards further, but nothing doing. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a risky throw, but I understand Sully Richardson's mindset. It's 1st down and 10. You see what you can get. Just chuck it deep. Wasn't a bad call. Just nearly had a bad outcome.
2nd and 10. I formation, tight offensive set for LA. Johnson's the deep back. They'll go to him on 2nd down, trying to make it a little more manageable on 3rd. He'll get a couple of yards, make it 3rd and 8. Didn't do much, but it is something. And we'll see what if they can make the 8 yards on 3rd. Mexico City crowd getting loud inside of Estadio Azteca again. They've been riled up all day long. 5 wide. Sully Richardson in the gun by himself. Trying to find it. Looks to throw it deep over the middle. That one's intercepted! Another interception thrown by Sully Richardson. Sets up the Aztecs. It's Jeffrey Daggs.
Now, the first time I could understand Sully's logic and Sully's reasoning for throwing it deep. That time, not so much. The receiver was pretty much covered like a blanket by Jeffrey Daggs, and all Daggs needed to do was do a quick little hop, skip, and jump. And now the ball's going the other way. Mexico City can now look to extend their lead going into the half.
Good chance for them to do that. Plenty of time and all 3 timeouts to boot. Wilson in the gun. Looking to throw it. Throw it short. Short cross. Nothing doing. They'll run some no huddle here on a short throw over the middle. Make it 2nd and 6. Throwing it again. This one to the outside. That one's caught. Open field. And a nice ball is going to get them a 1st down and more. Not quite in field goal range yet. It'd be a 53-yarder from here. Wilson's in the gun once more. Throws over the top. That one's caught to the 15 to the 10. Jason Bartley finds a lane and gets them a 1st down in the red zone.
It's oftentimes that the numbers line up a little bit too well because Jason Bartley represented with his number, the 10, the dime that Matt Wilson just threw to get the ball all the way down now to the 13-yard line. If he gotten 3 more, it would have been even more, perfect number stuff.
1st and 10 for Mexico City. They can still get a 1st down at the 3. Throws to the outside. Oh, nice shoulder tackle. No way! Unreal! I cannot believe the path of wreckage that Phoenix Jones just enacted on the way to the end zone. 3 bodies are laying strewn on the turf from between the 10-yard line and the goal line. Unreal.
Phoenix Jones just laid out not 1, not 2, not 3. It would have been 4 LA Lycans defenders had he not gotten into the end zone. If the end zone was pretty much the only thing that spared that last defender. Oh my goodness, Phoenix Jones. Clearly, the Lycans are named after the werewolf, right, Curtis? Man. But it's Phoenix Jones on Mexico City who's out here with a bloodlust.
That's crazy what we just saw from Phoenix Jones. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. He just went Resident Evil on all those defenders, and that puts Mexico City up now what's going to be 3 scores. Dag said it best. The absolute and utter disrespect that Phoenix Jones just had for those defenders was unreal. We're ready to go again as the kick is about to be in the air. LZ Pryor back deep for the return. Back to the 20, to the 23, and nothing doing past that. 1st and 10 for LA as they bring the ball back out. Sully Richardson trying to recover from the interception thrown earlier that ended up in the end zone back the other way.
Yeah, now for LA, it goes from possibly getting right close up with them to now they're looking to do a bit of damage control going into the half.
Under center, 3 right, 1 to the left. Sidearm throw from Richardson, and he's got a catch. Down to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and to the house. That's a touchdown for Davius Reed. No, I'm sorry, Chris Lee. Once again, another long ball, and they get back. They get some points just before the half.
Yeah, and while we were just talking about damage control, I think the damage has been pretty well controlled. You know, one big play, one quick throw out to Chris Lee. He was off to the races. And, Curtis, this game, there have been some wild things happening in this first half, and I can only imagine what's going to come up during half number 2.
Yeah, we've still got a whole half to play, and we've already seen what's going to end up being, what is that, 45 combined points between the two teams? This has been a wild affair already, on pace for a good 90 points scored between these two rosters. And just the sheer craziness that the touchdowns that have been scored have created. You had the Plinko ball to Davius Reed. You had the son of a trucker coming out from Phoenix Jones, and that's a wild way to get things going on this Sunday afternoon. So extra point is up and through. 28-16 or 28. That should be 17 from Mexico. Or as Mexico City is up still on the Lycans, but the Lycans do receive the ball at the start of the second half. Dags back deep for the return. I mean, we've seen everything else. Why not a kick return touchdown as well? We'll see from the 2. 10-15 to the 20. We'll try to spin out of a tackle. This time it doesn't happen, but they'll get down to the 24-yard line, and that is where Matt Wilson and company will come out. Not much time left in this first half. Probably won't see much from the Aztec offense, but they will lament in a very good first half that saw 4 touchdowns. Just shy of 30 seconds. And as I say that, Wilson's in the gun with 5 wide. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll try something. Over the middle, crossing pattern is an 8-yard reception. And good work there over the middle of the field, and they will let the clock run.
Yep, just get the yardage you can, take it into the half. I mean, you know, for them, they don't want to give Phoenix Jones the ball because Lord knows he'll probably just take out half of LA's defense. He could get injured doing that, you know?
No kidding. That is going to be the end of the first half. 28-17 Aztecs over the Lycans as we get to the end of this really entertaining first half of play. Jack Brown, let's talk about it. What did you see from both these teams?
Well, we certainly saw a lot of things, Chris. These two teams have been going back and forth pretty much all day, and it's been an absolutely offensive gun show from both sides of the ball. This, of course, started everything in terms of the scoring front, a nice little dime to Ray Bentley. The fullback even getting involved. That's how much offense we've been seeing from these two teams. It's not been perfect, though. They're having a couple turnovers for both sides, 2 for LA, 1 for Mexico City. But really, Chris, if you're an offensive-minded guy, this is an almost perfect game for you to watch.
Yeah, it's the sheer craziness of the offensive plays. He had a couple of Plinko balls. One ended up in an interception. The other one ended up in a touchdown for the offensive team, which was kind of wild. The quarterbacks have been pretty decent. Sully Richardson, 12 for 17, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the day so far. Matt Wilson, 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. He's got 75% and better completion, 16 for 21 so far from him. On the rushing side of things, only 11 yards on 6 attempts for Robert Johnson. He does have a couple of first downs, though. Phoenix Jones has been the star so far, only 51 yards, but he has the 2 touchdowns, and he's been wild for his efforts, especially on that last one. Ray Bentley also 20 yards on 4 attempts. So good stuff from the offenses, and defenses making plays as well. You've got good secondary play on both sides. You really want to see more pressure on both of these defensive lines to make the quarterbacks uncomfortable.
Yeah, we've only had 1 sack through this first half, and that sack came on basically a stand-up sort of throw, and Sully Richardson just took a little bit too long. So how much of that was really on the defensive line pressure? And then of course we see this play from Phoenix Jones deciding to carve out a path of his own conquering. You said 2 touchdowns, like 55 yards. If they could have a body count stat, I would really like to see that, because I think Phoenix Jones in total laid out like 5 or 6 guys during that first half. Something crazy like that.
Yeah, it was wild. No doubt about that as we get to the start of the second half, and hopefully more eventful football coming on the other side. Estadio Azteca, the site, and Mexico City is right now leading in a game that could send them to the SFL Season 18 playoffs with a win. They are also tied for the lead in the division with Lone Star, who plays a little bit later today. But their sights are clearly set on LA, not looking ahead to next week as we get things going. 28-17, LA receives the ball, and LZ Pryor's back to start the second half. Cole Varner with his hand in the air, and we are underway once more. Pryor receives just shy of the goal line to the 10, 15, 20. Left at the 15 to the 20, and then to about the 22-yard line is where they will put him. So LA back out onto the field. We have not seen much from Robert Johnson, and Mexico City's defense is a credit to that. The main thing that Mexico City's been able to do is make LA a one-dimensional team.
Yeah, that's what they've been able to do well. Robert Johnson's been dang near silent, and Tommy Rahman, well, he's been silent. He hasn't even gotten a single touch beyond a single reception for 1 yard.
Richardson to throw on first down. Quick crossing pattern over the middle. It's going to net them 5 yards. That'll be a first down, or that'll be a second down and medium coming up as they get the first play of scrimmage. First play from scrimmage to Davius Reed. Second and 5 coming up. Under center's Richardson. Johnson is behind him. Another throw. Another cross. Almost the same play. And this one only net them 2 yards. Third and short coming up, but the entire playbook's open at this point, so at least they can work on that.
Yeah, you can really think about whatever you want. You only need 3 yards, and, well, most plays are designed to get you at least 3 yards, so that's the good news.
See where they go from here. Under center's Richardson. Looking to throw it. Throwing over the right, over the middle. That one's caught. First down and more as LA tries to orchestrate a drive. They're shy of midfield at the moment, but 3 catches in a row. This one to LZ Pryor.
Yeah, keeping the ball moving. And for LA, their current goal is to get within that 1 possession bracket. And right now, you're not looking for 3. You're looking for 6 or even 7.
It's an 11-point lead at the moment. So, yeah, the touchdown would put them well within that single possession score line. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Richardson. Handoff Robert Johnson, and he gets swallowed up immediately by 3 or 4 Aztecs that get right to him. And that'll work. It'll be 2nd and 9 coming. Matt Anderson on the stop there. 2nd and 9. See if they can make it a manageable 3rd down again. They have to get to the 48-yard line for a first. Handoff Johnson, they'll try going his way again, and Mexico City saw it coming. They lose a couple yards on that. 3rd and 11, and now Sully's going to likely have to throw it.
Yeah, and Mexico City knows as well as anybody in this league, once Sully starts throwing, that's when wild things start happening, either for LA or for Mexico City, and they're looking to have that wild thing happen to them.
4 wide. Richardson to throw it over the middle. That one's caught just past the first down marker, 1st and 10, and also into Mexico City territory goes Weary, and that's perfectly done, 1st and 10. Nice ball over the middle of the field. Aztecs doing very good at converging as soon as the ball is caught. Not a lot of yards after catch, unless the ball is thrown behind them, of course, which we've seen. 1st and 10 for LA, past midfield. 2 to the right. Putting it to the outside. That's Johnson. Oh, how about that? Doing his best Phoenix Jones impression and gets a body count of his own. It'll be an 8-yard run after catch and a 2nd down coming up. Or 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, what a way to really start to announce yourself to the game here. Robert Johnson, through this point, only had that couple of rushes. His longest today has been 5 yards. So that is a good way to bring yourself out and brings up 2nd and 2.
We're going to throw it. Richardson, left side. That one should have been caught. And that one's going to hit the turf harmlessly, unfortunately, and that'll be a 3rd down on the other side. 3rd and 7 after the incomplete pass, and a key 3rd down for Mexico City, trying not to let them get into a 1-possession game.
Yeah, this 3rd down stop, if you're Mexico City, is crucial to keep the game firmly within your grasp.
6 in the box defensively for Mexico City. 2 in the backfield. Johnson to run it. Got a 1st down and more. How about a truck? And how about the outside? Going to try to break another tackle. And he'll get down to the 17-yard line. The 18s will mark him. But a 1st down. More bodies strewn across the turf as both these running backs have chosen violence when they woke up this morning.
Yeah, very clearly. So, clearly these defenses, they must have owed him money. Maybe they, didn't get back with him on something. And so they're deciding to take it out the only way they know how, and that's just laying all of them to the turf.
Great work. 1st and 10. 2 in the backfield for LA. 8 in the box defensively, only 3 in coverage as it sits right now, unless everybody's going at it. This is going to be a run. Not happening, though. No gain. Mexico City's defense was definitely ready for just about everything Robert Johnson had for them in the short yardage situations. 2nd and 10. Another tight set, but 3 at the top. Looking to throw it. Right side, caught. Working towards the sideline, and that'll be a quick 6-yard completion. 3rd down and 4 coming as they find Davius Reed on the outside. Another big 3rd down. LA clearly within field goal range, but they do not want a field goal at this point. They would love to get 6 points. Minifield lined up across from Davius Reed at the top of your screen. Richardson has the football. Looks, taken down. 2nd sack of the game, and you can call that a coverage sack. Very good work by the Mexico City defense from start to finish there. 4th down coming. And it will be Skylar Kingsley who comes up to make the play.
Yeah, that pressure is finally what you've been looking to see all game, Curtis. The running backs have been looking to get their body counts up, but now the defenses are starting to clamp down. And for Mexico City, they keep the Lycans at arm's reach.
Field goal coming. Rob Ems puts it up, and that's a good one. That's right through with no issue. 33 yards for him, and get the Lycans back to a single possession with a 2-point conversion anyway. So it's an 8-point advantage. So at least they get points. Now the defense needs to make some stops and keep Mexico City at bay. That's the main focal point here, as Jeffrey Daggs is back deep on the return. Ems with his hand in the air, and we're ready to go again. Kick is up and gone. This will be returnable from the goal line. Out to the 15 to the 20. Moving right through the middle. And he's taken down there as he gets to the 24-yard line. So Matt Wilson and company trying to put themselves back up 2 possessions if they can do it. They definitely have the ability. It's just a matter of if they can execute at this point. 1st and 10. Tight offensive set. They've run out of this formation typically all day long. I expect nothing less than that here. Handoff. Ray Bentley through the middle, and he will get taken down pretty quickly, but a 3-yard gain for him. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, simple gain up the middle there for Ray Bentley. Mexico City known for being a little bit more happy when it comes to the fullback usage compared to other teams in this league.
In the gun is Wilson. 2 in the backfield with him. 7 in the box defensively for LA. Wilson with the football. Pump fake. Now throws as he gets hit. Taken down to the turf. 3rd and long. Coming up here on the other side. SFL has partnered with Rare Drop and Rare Drop Sports to advance live events and distribution. Live and in-person championship weekends, rookie drafts, and community events are in the works. Rare Drop Sports Twitch channel will broadcast 5 Season 18 playoff games starting Sunday, April 23rd in the wildcard round. Visit raredrop.co for more info on what the company does for community, and follow Rare Drop Sports on Twitch at twitch.tv/rdsports. 5 wide for Wilson. Over the middle, caught, trying to turn up field. He's going to be short of the first down marker. And a huge hit, going to lay him out in the process. 4th down, and that is going to put us into punting territory. As LA is going to get the ball back, they got the stop.
Yeah, and for LA, this is exactly what you wanted to see. You're only down now by 1 possession, kind of 1.5, with giving an 8-point possession. And all that was nearly blocked.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that have been nearly blocked on both sides today, as that one will be returnable from prior. Not much doing, though, as they get to the 35. This will be a key possession for the Lycans, as they do not want to give Mexico City another chance to spread this lead out anymore. An 8-point advantage it is at the moment. We're still in the 3rd quarter, but definitely closing the gap is on the docket for the Lycans offense. Richardson, under center, looks to throw. Over the middle, crossing pattern of 1st down, close, not quite. 2nd inches is coming up, but a nice one for Davius Reed. He's had a pretty good day, 7 receptions, including a touchdown on a $110 through the air.
Yeah, nice little throw to gain there. Gains 9.5 for Sully Richardson and company, and now we're back up for 2nd and inches.
Tight offensive set. They may end up going to Robert Johnson here. He's been decent in short yardage to get a 1st down. He will be through the middle, and he's got that 1st down. Good work, as he's just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So Johnson, with a good run, gets them a 1st, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, he just slinked his way through that offensive defensive line, poked his head out, and he already knew he got the 1st down. And from there, it's just getting the yards that you can.
4 wide for Richardson. See what kind of room Mexico City's coverage team gives them, and the route was jumped, and it nearly turned into an interception back the other way. Nothing doing as it's a pat down instead. It'll be a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that one was nearly disastrous for Mexico City, or for Los Angeles, excuse me. With Mexico City just charging it on the route, had he probably gotten half a second to get the hands up or set his feet, that would have been a pick and gotten some decent yards going the other way.
Ben Sharps was the one who got a hand on it and jumped that route and nearly made it work. 2nd and long. Richardson is in trouble. Throws anyway. Got the reception. He was able to avoid the sack, stayed focused, put the ball out there, and Davius Reed has a catch and a 1st down. That's great focus from Richardson.
Yeah, Sully Richardson, he kind of knew what he was going to do that whole play. And even through all the pressure coming in from Mexico City, he was able to duck and weave his way out of it and get the 1st down and keeps this drive alive for the Lycans.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Richardson. Looks, throws to the outside. Going to try to get a couple. A truck is going to get him a couple more. And that is a 3rd down coming, or 2nd down coming, as Menefield comes up to make the stop. Robert Johnson lowers the boom. Good work with the shoulder there. Knocks down 1, and Menefield has to come up and try to eventually make that stop. He does so and sets up LA in a decent 2nd down scenario as they make it much shorter, a 2nd and 3. I formation. Hand off Johnson. Works the hole. Didn't get much there as he's going to get a yard. 3rd and 2. Coming up here and a key 3rd down for both these teams. Richardson and company wants 6 points. No doubt about that. Hand off Johnson through the middle. Did he get there? No. He is short. 4th and inches is what they're saying. Not going to work, as it will be a Rob M's field goal attempt that could knock it down to a 5-point advantage.
That was very close there. It looked like Watson was able to get him at the knees and stop him just in the nick of time to knock him down. And now for LA, they have a very long field goal.
47 yards from this spot. Right hash for Rob M's, the right-footed kicker. Snap is low, handled very well. Kick is on the way. It is good. That's perfectly done. 46 officially from M's. Nets them 3 points, and it's a 28-23 contest.
Yeah, what a huge bomb from Rob M's. He's always been known to have a bit of a strong leg here in the SFL, and now he knocks this down to a 5-point ball game. And now if you're Mexico City, we might start seeing some streaks of sweat come down.
Kick is up and gone, and Jeffrey Daggs is back deep for the return from his own 2. The 15 to the 20, right at the 20 to the 25, finds his way to the 27, and no further than that. The SFL has partnered with Laser to deliver SFL player trading cards to its players and viewers, starting this postseason exclusively on the SFL's Twitch broadcast. Viewers every 30 minutes will be issued one of 18 trading cards, or you can buy the entire pack through Laser's store and receive the complete set of common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare memorabilia. Visit laser.gg and click the Join Alpha button to connect your Twitch account. I formation for Mexico City. Through the middle goes Phoenix Jones, and he goes through everybody into the open field. There was 4 Lycans in his way, and he did not let them take him down. Touchdown for Mexico City again. Phoenix Jones is taking no prisoners today.
You know, this is great to see on the field right now, but if I were Ramos Lynn or anybody in that Mexico City front office, we better hope he keeps us on the field, or otherwise they'll need to send him some anger management classes.
Wow.
Just, oh my goodness, Phoenix Jones. I mean, how else do you put it? This man's trucking people, sending people into the Shadow Realm, sending people into another Shadow Realm that's even further from the regular Shadow Realm, sending them all over the place. I mean, look, they're not even really trying to chase him down after that. Just because they know what happens if you get too close.
Right. Exactly. Would you want to chase him down? I know I wouldn't. That's a crazy effort from Phoenix Jones, and all that effort it took for LA to get back to 1 possession, and they're right back to where they started at it right now. An 11-point advantage, going to be 12 as long as Cole Varner doesn't have an issue. How about Phoenix Jones? Kick is up and on the way. It is up and it is through from Varner. But what a show from him so far in this football game. That puts him over the century mark. 124 on the ground on just 12 attempts. And he's averaging about 3 per body count per run as well, as he takes down 3 more on that one. And you can't make this stuff up. Unreal from him, as this will be in the air again. LZ Pryor back deep for the return. The saving grace for LA is it is the 3rd quarter. They still have some time. But they don't want to give up any more like that if they can help it. This will be through the middle, and Pryor gets to about the 26-yard line. So back onto the field comes LA after orchestrating a field goal drive on their last go-round. See what they can do to get it back again to within a single possession.
Yeah, and it looks like right now they're going to need touchdowns instead of field goals because, well, if Phoenix Jones has anything to say about it, he'll go get 6 and he'll take out 6 of their defenders with him.
Hand off Johnson through the middle, going to drag the pile with him, and he'll get about 3, is what they'll say. 2nd and 7 coming up. He has not had quite the day that Phoenix Jones has had. But he's had a semi-decent second half after a pretty unfortunate first half so far in the LA running game. Under center. Looking to throw it. Crossing pattern, not much to it. You get a couple of yards. 3rd and 4 coming up. And LA can ill afford a 3 and out here. This becomes a massive 3rd down.
Yeah, you got to really dig deep and look what's in your playbook. Good news for them, though. They only need 4 yards.
And they've gone to Robert Johnson in these short yardage situations before. And he's been pretty successful as we end the 3rd quarter of play. Get your 4s up. Get your 86s up. It's a 35-23 Aztecs lead as we enter the 4th quarter of play in Estadio Azteca. Under center, I formation for LA. Handoff through the middle, and Johnson is not going to get there. They did try to go to him. He is short by a yard. 4th and 1, and decision time here for LA, but it'll probably be a punt.
Yeah, it most certainly will be a punt. Unfortunately for LA, you can't really afford what would happen if they get the ball right here within their own 35. So it's smarter just to punt it away.
Giving Jeffrey Daggs back the football, and that was nearly blocked again. We've gotten closer and closer to that happening. Broken tackle, but not for very long, as Daggs will get taken down. 33-yard line is where they will stop him. And here comes the Mexico City offense. It took them 1 run to get into the end zone, just 1 drive ago, but on just on 73 yards as well. So this is a big drive for LA defensively, and you don't want to let Phoenix Jones get ahead of steam. Handoff through the middle. Nothing doing that time. They're able to take him down. 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard run.
Yeah, I think that was Phoenix Jones on the run, maybe with a slightly cooler head because he only got 1 yard.
He might still be winded after that run earlier.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. Wilson's in the gun with 2. Bentley and Jones are with him. Has the football. Backs it up, throws to the outside. Puts it in Bentley's hands. Bentley's double teamed. He can't break through that. It'll be 3rd down and 3 after a 5-yard reception.
Yeah, Ray Bentley's been getting a couple of name calls today, including that first touchdown that opened up this scoring fest that we've been having here south of the border.
Yeah, it's been wild. No doubt about that. 58 combined points between these two teams. And a free play. Wilson's got to take advantage of this. Puts it in Bentley's hands. 1st down and more. He has all the Lycans converge on him. They'll get the 1st down, which likely means they'll decline the penalty.
Yeah, nice play there from Ray Bentley. Maybe wasn't 100% necessary, but got the job done.
And they'll actually accept that, interestingly enough, so that'll get them closer, I guess. But they do get the 1st down regardless. So here come the Aztecs as they start to formulate a drive together here. They could essentially maybe put a dagger in this should they get a touchdown. That would make it a 3-possession game, and with the time remaining, that would be increasingly tough.
Yeah, not impossible, but would definitely be on the harder side of things to do.
Tight offensive set. May go to Jones here. And they will. Through the middle. Drags one with him. Another broken tackle. And he gets himself 8 yards. Make it 2nd and 2. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life. Inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. This will be a run through the middle again, and more open field, getting down to about the 30-yard line. And that is a 1st and 10 already in field goal range is Phoenix Jones and the Aztecs.
If there's been anyone who's been obvious to give the player of the game to here, Chris, it's been Phoenix Jones. Just unleashing it. And how many yards did he get after contact? Probably an easy 5 or 6. Just dragging the defender with him.
He's been ridiculous. He's got a little more than a buck and a half in yards, 150 plus yards right now. And I'd say probably 75 to 125 of those are after the first contact. He's been ridiculous. Wilson to throw. Over the middle. That one's caught. Penalty coming as well. As there's some laundry on the field. That one's over the middle of the field for Lockett. His first catch in a while. We'll see what the laundry is in the field. Oh, a clipping call on the offense as well. That's going to hurt quite a bit. And then so that's going to return the ball back to where it was, minus, I believe, 15. Not ideal.
Yeah, that's going to send him back a little bit. Not exactly pushing him out of field goal range. Cole Varner can make it from just about anywhere on this football field.
Lorraine Darby, the guilty party on that. I formation, handoff through the middle to Phoenix Jones, nothing doing. And that'll get them a second and long. Second and 8. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Aztecs moving pretty well. From the 30, looking to throw it. Right side towards the sideline. Caught trying to turn upfield, but stepping out of bounds. That would be Jacob McCall over there. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aztecs as they're in the red zone again.
Not a very complicated play. They didn't really need to do that much, so they just get the ball to the outside, get the first down. Really, the only thing that probably could benefited them more was if McCall had kept his feet inbounds instead of going out of bounds. But, you know, you're not really thinking about clock control at the moment. You're thinking more about just getting that ball into the end zone and putting in that dagger.
1st and 10. Clock continues to run. Handoff for Jones, trying to find the hole. Sometimes he makes his own holes, but other times the defense is able to get to him. This time they will do that. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good stuff from Mexico City's offense just about all day long. Pressure's been taken off of Matt Wilson. And they're in a tight set with 2 in the backfield. And off through the middle again. An open field to run through. Tries to get to the second level. 3rd and 3 coming. As Phoenix Jones adds more yardage. He's at $170 now. Third and 3, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it, plenty of time. Over the middle, caught, spin move as well just after the catch, trying to get more open field. Not going to happen on that, but a good try by Jason Bartley.
Yeah, it almost looked like Bartley lost a yard or 2 off that spin. Still a good job, though. You can tell what he was trying to do, trying to poke it into the end zone. Respectable effort.
1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Offset I formation. Handoff through the middle, not going to happen. Jones taken down this time in the backfield as LA's defense stands up. LA in a goal line stand that could decide this football game here. If they let Mexico City in, then at this point may be a wash, but they can at least hold them to a field goal and keep it to a 2-possession game with 2-point conversions. Outside, another big hit. And that time, Phoenix Jones was basically punched in the mouth on the way to the ground. What a hit, 3rd and goal.
You know, there's something to be said about karma in football. You know, while I won't even come close to matching the sort of damage that Phoenix Jones has been dealing to the LA defense, it's a little taste of his own medicine.
Certainly. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. More time, ticking away. Wilson to throw it. Plenty of time. Throws right side, trying to find the end zone. That's not going to work. 4th down, so they do hold them to a field goal. As Phoenix Jones can't get to the outside or to the pylon, Cole Varner will try to add on 3 more points. and make it a 38-23 lead if he can do it. Chip shot for him here, though. From the right hash. A 20-yard chip shot for Cole Varner. Snap is low. Still handled okay. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. So make it a 38-23 advantage for Mexico City as they find a way to get it done and get some points on the board. If there was ever a time for a quick drive offensively for LA, now would be it, as they'll kick the ball deep to LZ Pryor. Kick is up and gone. From inside the end zone, LZ Pryor brings it back out. And gets taken down at about the 24-yard line. And some extracurriculars after the whistle as well, as you saw some pushing and shoving there as Pryor took exception to the way he was taken down. And R62 holds on to his flags as they separate. Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point of the game, you know, everyone's kind of, the motions are running high. You can kind of understand why they're doing a little pushing and shoving.
Yeah, LA, unfortunately, out of the playoff race at this point. This is going to be left side. Caught and needing to turn it upfield, but not able to catch his footwork is Chris Lee. Only 5 catches so far today, but only been targeted 6 times. Second and 5 coming up here. Two to the right, one to the left. Throwing it. Throw over the top. That one is tipped and incomplete. They were looking for Davius Reed, maybe hoping for another Plinko miracle. And it did not go their way this time. Third down coming up, and this very well, these next 2 plays could decide your ball game.
Yeah, LA needs, I mean, realistically, they need a touchdown pretty much now. Or, well, they needed a touchdown about 5 minutes ago. But definitely now they need to score if they want to have the slightest chance of staying in this ball game.
Here we go. Right side. That one's caught. First down and does not get out of bounds. The clock continues to go. Decide what to do here. 5 wide. They'll throw it. Over the top. That one is caught. Somehow found its seam. First and 10 just shy of the 50. Got to take a shot here sometime. Quick drop back. Thrown again over the top. That one's caught. First down and more. Still not calling a timeout. Shy of the 2-minute warning. Just about there. I don't think they're going to get this playoff. Or actually, yeah, they'll get this playoff. They misread the clock. Either way, right side caught. That is over the middle again. And that's first down. They continue to move the chains. More no-huddle offense from LA in the same formation. Roughly the same play each time. How about another one? Right there. That one's a catch for Chris Lee. First and 10. And they're inside the red zone, threatening the end zone here. If there was ever a time to make this work, it's right now. Richardson. End zone. No, he's not quite there. First and goal from the 2. How about this drive?
Just an amazing display of quick offensive game planning.
They're going to try it again. They do not get it. Second and goal.
Well, good news for LA, though. They still have enough time to get a touchdown and still have the 2-minute warning on their side. If they can get this upcoming onside kick, which here in the SFL is a very real possibility.
Yeah.
This game is far from over.
Offset eye. See if they maybe go Johnson here. They do not. Through the air. That's picked off! Mexico City makes the stop. Oh, man. A grab over the middle. They were looking at the back of the end zone. Richardson can't believe it. First down, Mexico City.
And just as everything was looking up for LA, it goes right back, flip the script, and Mexico City is now just a first down away. Ben Sharps with a pick. They're one first down away, realistically, from ending this ball game.
Yeah, they can take their time doing it too. LA still has all 3 timeouts. Just shy of the 2-minute warning, so the clock will stop 4 times. Handoff. Phoenix Jones. More broken tackles, and he'll get himself a 9.5-yard run as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. The SFL presented by APM Music from Mexico City. Just about done here. 38-23 Aztecs as they work to clinch a playoff spot. Second and inches as Phoenix Jones closes in on the 2-century mark in yards today. We'll get another carry here. Finds a hold. Ball's on the ground, but it is recovered by Mexico City. And man, that just about caught the throat of everybody in the stands.
Yeah, everyone probably had their breaths held for that brief second. Or it's first down and 10 for Mexico City. And once again, they're in a situation where a first down effectively ends the football game.
Under center. Tight offensive set. Going to let the play clock wind down a little bit. And off again for Jones. This one's going to be not very far. And looks like a 2-yard gain. And LA calls it their first timeout. That's one thing that we haven't seen from Mexico City today. We've seen almost no plays involving Mike Daggs. I'm not even sure he was targeted today, but it wasn't really needed. Phoenix Jones just kind of took the mantle and ran with it, literally.
And I'm sure your superior, Mike Daggs, will be very dismayed to hear that his performance was not necessary today.
Yeah, 0 receptions on 0 yards, or in 0 yards, 0 targets. So it's pretty interesting to as it's brought up. I'm sure he'll have some words with Matt Wilson after this game.
Yeah, he'll have some words with Matt Wilson, and I'm sure he'll have some words with you for bringing that up. You know, oh, hey, he's already in the chat. And his response is simply, oof.
The size of the oof, though. Something interesting. 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Wilson looking for that first down. He's not going to get it. Just a yard short.
Yeah, and as we're now seeing that stat line of Mike Daggs, 0, 0, 0, whole lot of zeros, Curtis. But the one 0 that they're not getting, that he's not getting this week, it's not going to be 0 wins because he's definitely going to get a win today.
He is definitely going to get a win, and I can guarantee you he's more impressed with that stat than anything. But I think our producer Cameron Irvine is primed to keep that stat line up for the rest of the game, as Mexico City will punt it away. As Dag says to Ramos, meet me in your office. Interesting. 1st and 10 for LA as they get it at the 27-yard line.
Let's just be thankful that at least we know the timing still, because really, it's just, we got to bask in it,
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I'm probably going to catch some heat from this at the meeting on Wednesday, but we will definitely take it.
Oh, trust me, you won't be catching the most heat in the meeting this upcoming week, Chris.
You know who's not catching anything, though, is Mike Daggs.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the outside, and out of bounds he goes. Is 2nd and 11. So LA trying to make light in a losing effort at Mexico City. You got to take a look at the offense. The offense did their work for sure. They just could not stop the Aztecs on defense.
Yeah, the offense did its job. The offense put up a winning effort here, Curtis. It's just the defense just was barely not enough. Another stop or two, maybe, 1 or 2 tackles on Phoenix Jones, if that was even possible.
Yeah.
And, it could have been a whole different ball game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. LA takes their final timeout. They can no longer stop the clock as we come down to 69 seconds left in this football game. 3rd and 7 for them here as the as these two rosters finish up. Taking a look at week's next matchups in the 14th and final week of the regular season. As Richardson throws, gets a first down just shy of midfield. They'll go no huddle. Portland next up on the LA schedule to finish out the season. Portland, an underachieving unit, definitely wants some bounces to go their way and end the season on a positive note. 9-yard reception over the middle for LA as they keep the no huddle alive. Mexico City, though, they're set up in a potential winner-take-all matchup with Lone Star for the South Division, depending on what happens tonight in the Lone Star matchup. As long as both teams keep pace, then that'll be a very good game to see in 1 week's time, as it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they're currently set up for a collision course. However, Lone Star is going up against San Diego. Now, while San Diego's been on a bit of a rough patch as of late, it's not impossible for San Diego to sneak out a win. Possibly we could see them return to their start of season form.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Sully. And he'll go to the outside. That one's caught, and no first down as the clock continues to go. But they're in field goal range. They may be able to get some points to stat pad a little bit. See if they can do that. Richardson to throw, and he's taken down. Sack coming to get him. And it turns into 4th down. This could be your ball game here. Richardson trying to get the first, and they will get the first down. Is able to get up, not touched, and that is going to end your ball game. 38-23, the Aztecs come out on top, and welcome to the SFL playoffs in season 18 for those pesky Aztecs, as we get it to Jack Brown for the post-game discussion.
Yes, sirree, Chris, and Mexico City did what they do best. They just put on an offensive gun show all throughout the game, kept their foot on the gas all the way through. In particular, Phoenix Jones just had himself a ball game, one of the best games of his career. Over 150 yards and 3 touchdowns, with the longest run being 73 yards. So many highlight plays. It was basically a fireworks show from start to finish.
Exactly right. Good stuff from Mexico City's offense, and they're primed and ready for a potential winner-take-all showdown for the South Division in 1 week's time. And Phoenix Jones, I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to end up being your player of the game, but what a show by him, Joe.
Yeah, as I said, this is one of those games that you stick a feather in and consider it, your real highlight game. Every player in this league, I would say, has that one game where they remember, it's like, oh, wow, that I did so well. For Phoenix Jones, this has to be the game that he's going to be watching over and over and over again to relive what he did today.
Yeah.
And for Mexico City, well, as you said, they're back into the playoffs, and they're setting things up well for a championship in the division next week.
Absolutely. Phoenix Jones gets your player of the game, 180 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day, and probably 12 bodies to add to his list. Next block coming up is Portland and Fort Worth. That happens at 3 o'clock on the SFL's Twitch channel. 3:20 is Louisiana and Tulsa on this very YouTube channel. Thank you for Jack Brown, for Cameron Irvine, Art Vandelay, and Ike McBride on stats. I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Mexico City. We will see you for the rest of Week 13.